During the summer, when the students break for summer break, even half term, wherever, Christmas break, it is the busiest time for us in IT or the estates department, because that's the time we can get stuff done. This summer we have a long list of projects already waiting. We're just waiting for students to break. We have changing of the display screens for the digital signage. We've got running cables in cross keys, switch upgrades for our infrastructure. Oh my God, it's just a lot. We always panic come end of July, thinking we only have 2 weeks and we still need this to get done. And we'll just push through and make it happen. Especially when the students aren't here, we're not expecting anyone to come in the office. So we'll close the office for an hour, take our picnic blanket, get some snacks, go and sit in Regent's Park together and just enjoy the summer together. So we try and do a lot of team stuff together, because we're always busy doing other things. Everyone is doing projects and stuff, so we try and always come back, So yeah, it's a great team.
I'm in pretty early quite a lot, and sometimes in at the end of the day. So if you were to go into the canteen at about 8:15 in the morning, you would see the harpsichord tuner having a bacon butty and usually an egg sandwich, quite a lot of coffee. You would see the security team getting in their walking in as human beings in their young people's clothes and emerging from the cloakroom in their beautiful suits, which they wear to greet everybody. And so that's a metamorphosis that gradually kind of happens. You would also see one or two of the head of year tutorial team, our pastoral support people who also teach music, coming in with their instrument, also fueling up. They're about to do a really long day of seeing students, but also they'll be teaching their instrument or having a rehearsal or having an academic meeting. But there's something about that beginning of the day before we are, in theory, open for business to the public, that it's almost like backstage at a theatre. You're seeing people just prepare themselves for the day.
And I have one wonderful memory of doing a recording in South Germany in a beautiful abbey called Neresheim, which we have a relationship with, which is a little summer retreat where we go down and we take singers and a few instrumentalists. And it's been going on pretty well 30 years now. And maybe more. I think it's about 30 years. And we did a recording of Orlando Lassos's Missa Osculata. And it was just one of those extraordinary experiences where the music, the young musicians, the acoustic, the weather, the beer, everything, not what we were doing, but in the evenings, just led to this recording that I believe is still played late at night on BBC Radio 3. And it was memorable because there were some fantastic musicians, young musicians, including a young undergraduate called Lucy Crowe, who, apart from singing beautifully with all the other students, made absolutely certain that none of us went to bed too early and that we actually danced a ceilidh with the priest's brew or the monk's brew, which meant that one took a bit of time to recover the next morning. I still remind Lucy of that.
One of the things I think we're really on top of here is student welfare. It's something I wanted to bring to Junior Academy and be big on. I even turned it into the ethos of welfare and performance being two things together, working together. But the seniors, the meetings we have and how hard we try to make students' life better while providing a fair education setup. They don't see the meetings and they don't see the care that actually goes on behind that. They have their individual teachers that come in and go home again, but the busying around, the admin teams that are totally bought in to a student's life cycle. They really are. They're not seen. They're people that students go up to and say, "Can I move my exam, please?" But they're all bought in and they're all part of this institution.
When we were building a new theatre, which took several years because the theatre is right in the centre of the building, and so basically the builders took the roof off, scooped out this old theatre and built one by dropping in a new one. I mean, I'm making it sound simple. It was hellish. And the only way into the building for the builders was through the backstage by the Duke's Hall. So I would be trying to run concerts with hard hats, getting conductors round a very long circuitous route to get them to the stage. It was challenging, but we had to keep performance running. So there was a lot of discussion with the builders about the schedule, and they were meant to stop when we were actually going on stage. And there was one day we had a concert that was being live streamed, and I could hear drilling, and it was as though it was literally through a wall. It was so close, and we were needing to start because of the live stream. We had to get the concert going at the right time. And so I was on the phone to the project manager from the builders, who I would talk to regularly. I mean, we had weekly meetings, but then this was like, help, you need to stop the noise. And he's going, there is no noise. And I'm like, there is noise. It's the other side of this wall. So he was running around at the other side of the barricades, whilst I was running at the other side going, you've got to stop it. I think somehow he did, but it was coming from some random place and somebody he didn't think was working. And I just, funny to look back at it, but at the time, that was slightly stressful.
John Bliss asked if I would be interested to take on a position as warden of the Hall of Residence, which was called the Ethel Kennedy Jacobs House. I remember very vividly two students who had an impish sense of humour, who lived in adjacent rooms. And it was worked out where somebody's pillow was on a bed. And from the other side of the wall, a hole was drilled through the first side of the pillar, the plasterboard. And then when the other chap was out, they went into the other room and drilled a hole the other way, for the other side of the plasterboard. So there was a hole through one room, probably about the size of a 2p piece, not bigger. The tall chap had gone to bed, and it felt that he was safely asleep. And Lawrence got hold of a fire extinguisher from outside and poked the nozzle of the fire extinguisher through this hole and struck it on the what's it called, the lever, I suppose. Set the fire extinguisher off to the great surprise, the unwelcome surprise in the middle of the night, of the sleeping student on the other side.